Now, what is this zygote? The result, the resultant cell after the fertilization is the zygote. Yes, though after the male gamete and the female gamete, the fusion takes place. That is the fertilization. There's the that is the fusion. That is the fusion. The cell which they get. Okay, the resultant cell which they get. That is nothing but it is zygote. Okay. So what happens here? Further development of zygote depends on the type of life cycle of an organism and the environment which they are surviving. Yes. And so what happens? The male gamete and the female gamete they fuse together. Okay. When they fuse together, that is the fertilization process to give out a zygote. Now, the life cycle of the zygote depends upon which organism it is. Okay. Whether it is a human being, whether it is a other amphibian, other reptiles, or the mammals, or any other organism. Okay, or any other organism. From the basic organisms till the higher organisms, we see this that how the zygote is going to form into a other like how it is going to undergo the embryogenesis process and then form into an organism. Okay, so here now what this the second point says further development of zygote depends on the type of the life cycle. Yes, type of the life cycle of an organism. If it is mammals, it will have a different life cycle. If it is a reptile, it will have a different life cycle. If it is any other amphibian, it will have a different life cycle. So depending upon the organism and the environment which they are surviving, yes, the environment which they are going to survive. For example, if they are going to survive in the external environment, then how they are going to develop. If they are going to stay in the internal, like in the mother's womb, then how it is going to be. So depending upon that, the zygote is formed. I mean the zygote develops. Okay, the zygote develops. So this is about the post-fertilization event. So in the post-fertilization event, what it is, the events of sexual reproduction. Okay, after the fertilization. Further, further we see the different, what are the other characteristics? Organism belonging to algae and fungi zygote develops a thick wall that is resistant to desiccation and damage. And the zygote undergoes a period of rest before germination. Zygote is the vital link that ensures continuity of the species between organism of one generation to other. Every sexually reproducing organism, including man, begins life as a single cell, the zygote. Now, what does this each point says? I want all of you to note down and take students. Now, organism belonging to algae. You know all about this, no? Plant kingdom, you have studied the basic organization that is the algae and the fungi zygote develops a thick wall that is resistant to desiccation and damage. Now, what I'm trying to say, you student, is the externally when the zygote is formed in the external, okay, in the external surrounding, in the external surrounding, the zygote, okay, the zygote develops a thick wall. Zygote develops a thick wall like this. Okay, okay. So the zygote develops a thick wall. This is a thick wall that is resistant to desiccation and damage. Means anything can't pass through it, students. Out from the outer surrounding, anything can't pass through it or go out of this zygote. Okay, and it is also damaged, so that other external features, other external things shouldn't damage the zygote. It shouldn't damage the zygote which is present in the external environment. Understood? It shouldn't damage the external environment. So zygote develops a thick wall around it that is resistant. Resistant means it can withstand. Okay, resistant means which can withstand, like very hard, students, like hard any this, like in the coconut. You have seen, right? Coconut has got outer. It has been like a very fibrous, hard structure. Yes or no? And it is like a. It is resistant, even though it falls from a higher if it is, even though it falls from the higher coconut trees, it doesn't break off. Yes or no? Means it is resistant, it can withstand, like that. Only here also, the there is a thick cell wall that is resistant. Means with resistance means what? We can withstand. Okay, resistant to desiccation and damage. Okay, to desiccation and damage. We say, right, like the water resistant watches and all. Yes or no? The water resistant watches, the water resistant gadgets and all. Now, what do you mean by resistant? Resistant means which can resist and can, even though if you put this water resistant watches in the water or anything, it doesn't spoil your, or it doesn't damage your gadgets. Yes or no? That means it can withstand it. The similar way here also, the the zygote of the algae and the fungi develops a thick wall that is resistant to desiccation. Desiccation means other outer things, whatever is present, can't come inside the this zygote, or it can't go outside the zygote. Okay, this is one point. Okay. Next, coming to the zygote undergoes a period of rest before germination. Now, what does this mean, students? See, I don't know how many of you know this, but do you remember this game known as hopscotch? Yes, hopscotch. Now I will tell you how it is even played. Okay, so you remember this? We put this boxes like this on the soil. Yes, and then we play. Yes or no? Then we play it. I don't know how many of you have played it hopscotch. Yes, everyone should be answering me. You remember playing this hopscotch? Okay. So now why I'm giving you this example of this game is, you remember there was one you used to play with I don't know how many of you used to play using it might be some of them used to play using anything, like for example like a small piece of tile or the stone or anything, but it was also played with the seed, one brown color seed. It is to be played with one hard seed. I don't know if anyone has played that with the seed also. So why I'm giving you that example is, it is a brown color seed. Okay, you get it in the market as well. So it's a brown color seed, a hard seed. Okay. Now what? Why I'm giving you the example? If you have seen that hard seed while playing this hopscotch, then you'll know why I'm telling you. That seed is nothing but a resistant or a dormant seed. Okay, it is a resistant or a dormant seed. And when we, what is dormant? What is dormant? The stage dormancy is nothing but resting or an inactive stage. Okay, resting or an inactive stage. Okay, so why I'm saying you is that seed is a dormant seed which is in resting phase or in an inactive stage. That's like similar way. If you have remember the, if you know that seed I'm trying to compare it with this zygote. So the zygote also, the zygote also will undergo that inactive stage. Okay, that inactive stage or a resting stage before germination. Now, what do you mean by that inactive stage or a resting stage? During this time, when there is this, the zygote is undergoing inactive stage, I'm in the resting stage, that time the zygote is totally no metabolic activities goes inside it. Okay, it will be fully covered by a hard coat. Okay, it will be fully covered by a hard coat, and there is no desiccation. Okay, there is no desiccation, and it is fully covered by a hard coat, and there will be some amount of water inside, some amount of food reserves inside, and that the seed or the zygote undergoes rest phase. Okay, it undergoes rest phase, means it undergoes inactive stage. When it is in inactive stage, that means that there is no no metabolic activities going inside the seed, okay, or the zygote. No metabolic activities going inside the seed or the zygote. So the zygote undergoes a period of rest, that is a period of rest in a sense that it undergoes the period of inactive stage before germination. So now what happens here, that zygote which is formed, it will germinate, right? It will develop. So before that, before developing, it will go in the period of rest. Period of rest in a means inactive stage. Inactive stage. And inactive stage means no metabolic activity. Inactive stage means no metabolic activity. The third point is zygote is the vital link. Okay, now why this means it so? Zygote is the vital link that ensures the continuity of the species between organism of one generation to another generation. Yes. Then what does this point says here? This point says, see now two parents will come, male and female parents will come together to give fertilization takes place and to give a zygote. Now this zygote is the one which will continue the generation, means the species. Now, for example, if I take human species, human species, okay. If I take human species, the male and the female gametes will come together to give a zygote. Yes or no? To give a zygote. This zygote is the something which continues, okay, which continues the generation. Yes or no? It continues the generation. Continuity of the species between organism from one generation to another. This is one generation, generation one. The zygote will develop into one, the baby or the infant. Now this is a generation two. Means that means from one generation to the another generation, the continuity is nothing but a zygote. So this is a vital link that ensures the continuity of the species between organism of one generation to the other generation. This is organism of generation one. This is organism of generation two. Okay. Every sexually reproducing organism, including man, begins life as a single cell, the zygote. Yes, the zygote develops. Yes or no? The zygote undergoes embryogenesis process to give a, like to form a entire baby. I mean the organism. Yes or no? The organism. Whatever it is, either it is a human, mammal, reptile, anything. The zygote undergoes embryogenesis to give a organism. Means the every person, every organism, every man, it starts from a single cell, that is zygote. Zygote is the one which undergoes the development process to give out the organism or to give out the entire baby or the infant. Yes. to the infant. So here the zygote is the major link. The zygote will undergo resting phase. The zygote will undergo resting phase because of also environment, the surrounding environment. If there is no proper water and food in the surrounding environment, what will happen is this zygote will undergo resting phase. Okay, this zygote will undergo resting phase because if there is no water, food, or anything outside, okay, if there is no water, food, anything outside in the surrounding, what will happen is the zygote will not germinate properly. Okay, it will not germinate properly. It needs proper water, proper food, proper sunlight, proper nutrients. Okay, so because it will not germinate properly, the zygote will undergo resting phase and there will be no metabolic activities. Okay, there will be no metabolic activities. It will be all together in a rest or an inactive phase. Okay, it will be in a rest or a inactive phase during this time when there is no proper environment or a drought, no proper water or food, nutrients, when it is not available during that time, the zygote will undergo the resting phase. That is the inactive stage. Fertilization. Post fertilization event, one among them is embryogenesis. Now, why do I say this is important? Okay, now why do I say it is important? Embryogenesis, let us first know the definition. Embryogenesis, it refers to the process of development of an embryo from zygote. Remember this? It refers to the process of development of an embryo from the zygote. Now how? It refers to the process of development of an embryo from the zygote. Here, if this is a zygote, yes or no, if this is a zygote, there is this process of development. Okay, process of development from zygote to the embryo, from zygote to the embryo. Now the zygote will undergo different stages to give the embryo. Okay, the zygote will undergo different stages to give the embryo. Like how? There are different stages. Like I have already told you, in the start a very tiny small structure you can see. If you have seen any ultrasounds of or the sonographies of the pregnant women, you must have seen a very small dot growing, right? Yes or no? A very small dot growing. Later on, it develops, the zygote develops and then forms into an embryo. Yes or no? Then forms into embryo. The baby start getting its digits at the different stages. The hair, the organs, yes or no? So there is a different stages there. So now what is embryogenesis? Here embryogenesis refers to the process of development of an embryo from the zygote. From the zygote, whatever the development takes place to form the embryo, this entire process is known as embryogenesis. Okay, this entire process is known as embryogenesis. During embryogenesis, zygote undergoes cell division, that is mitosis, and cell differentiation. Okay, it undergoes cell division. Okay, the zygote undergoes cell division, that is mitosis, and cell differentiation during embryogenesis only. Now, what do you mean by this? The zygote undergoes cell division means the division of the cells takes place, means the multiplication of the cell takes place. And which division takes place? Mitosis. Okay, there is a cell multiplication, and the division which takes place is mitosis. Now students, you'll ask me, ma'am, what happens when there is, like, why does the cell division takes place? Now what happens students? Now the zygote is formed right after the fusion of the male and female gamete. Now the zygote has to form a cell. Okay, and that is around of a 8 nucleate stage, 8 nucleated stage. Okay, 8 nucleate stage. In that, what process takes place? Mitosis. Mitosis, cell division takes place. Well, one cell divides into two, then other, this two cells gives four cells. Like that, it forms into eight till the 8 nucleate stage. Okay, it forms into 8 nucleate stage. And the cell differentiation also. Why the cell differentiation is also important along with the cell division? So that it helps to form the tissues and organs of an organism. It helps in the formation of tissues and organs of an organism. Now, during cell division, the number of the cell is increased in the developing embryo. Yes. What happens? So the zygote which is present, it divides to form a embryo. Okay, it divides to form a embryo. Now the embryo also has to form, right? Yes or no? When you were very small, you had a small height, you had a small, tiny hands, tiny legs, tiny fingers, and all. Whereas as you grew, as you had your growth, there was an increase. Yes or no? The increase in the mass, the increase in the body. Yes. Are you the similar way? Are you similar whereas how you were in 2000s or 2003 or 2001 when you were very small? No, right? You have grown, you have increased in the size. Yes or no? You have increased in the size. That means there is a cell division taking place. There is something, growth is happening. The similar way, when the zygote is also present inside the, when you are present in the mother's womb, okay, the zygote, it undergoes the embryogenesis process. Okay, the embryogenesis process where the cell division and cell differentiation takes place. Now, why does the cell division takes place? So that the number of the cell is increased in the developing embryo. The number of the cell gets increased in the developing embryo, whereas cell differentiation takes place to form tissues and organs to form an entire organism. Okay, different types of tissues has to form, different organs has to form, and different organs have got different tissues. Yes or no? You all are aware about it. You know that the heart tissues are different, the bone tissues are different, the muscles, there are different types of muscles. Yes or no? So there is a difference. There is a difference between each tissues, each organs. So this is about the embryogenesis. Now what is embryogenesis? Embryogenesis is nothing but it refers to the process of development of an embryo from zygote. Okay, so what happens? Zygote develops to form an embryo by the cell division. Okay, students, by the cell division. Yeah, the cell division takes place to form a embryo. Now, what happens during embryogenesis? During embryogenesis, cell division, mitosis, and cell differentiation takes place. Okay, cell division, mitosis, and cell differentiation takes place. During cell division, the number of cell is increased in the developing embryo. Okay, what happens? One cell, this what happens here? One cell will divide to give two cells, then again four cells. Like that, there is an increase in the cell number in the embryo. Okay. Cell differentiation helps in the formation of tissues, different types of tissues and organs, so that the whatever the cells are formed are differentiated into different tissues and different organs. Okay, different tissues and different organ to form an entire organism. If it is not done, then we will be also like an amoeba or any other organism. Yes or no? We will be also be like a amoeba or any other organism.